Mastering Stress. Techniques for Living a Balanced Life. Introduction. Stress is a constant in our lives. But what if you could master it, instead of letting it control you? Welcome to Mastering Stress. Techniques for Living a Balanced Life. In this book, we will explore simple, effective strategies to help you take charge of stress and build a calmer, more balanced life. Throughout these chapters, you'll discover techniques that anyone can use. From mindfulness practices to practical breathing exercises, each tool is designed to reduce stress in real time and promote long-term well-being. You'll also learn how to identify your stress triggers and transform your habits. We'll dive into the science of stress, the importance of sleep, how exercise can help, and why your mindset matters. This book isn't just about managing stress, it's about thriving despite it. It's about living with purpose, clarity, and a sense of peace that stays with you, even during the toughest moments. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of proven methods to help you not only cope with stress, but to truly master it. Are you ready to take control of your life? Let's begin this journey together. Chapter 1. Understanding Stress. Stress is something we all experience. It's a part of life. Whether it's a tight deadline at work, family responsibilities, or the pressure to perform, stress can show up in many forms. But despite its common presence, stress is often misunderstood. We hear about it all the time, yet many of us don't fully understand what it is, how it works, or how we can control it. In this chapter, we'll explore the basics of stress, why it affects us, and how it shapes our daily lives. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of stress, which is the first step toward mastering it. What is stress? At its core, stress is a natural response. It's the body's way of reacting to challenges or demands. When we face a stressful situation, our body goes into fight or flight mode. This is a survival mechanism that evolved over millions of years to help us respond to danger. In ancient times, this would help our ancestors escape from threats like wild animals. In modern life, stress is triggered by situations that don't always involve physical danger. Instead, we experience stress in response to work, relationships, finances, and even technology. Stress can also be caused by positive events, like starting a new job or moving to a new city. The key thing to remember is that stress itself is not inherently bad. In small doses, stress can motivate us, help us focus, and push us to perform at our best. However, when stress becomes overwhelming or chronic, it can take a toll on both our mind and body. The science of stress. To understand stress better, let's break down what happens in our body when we experience it. Stress starts in the brain. When a stressful event occurs, the brain sends signals to the body to prepare for action. This triggers the release of stress hormones, like cortisol and adrenaline. Cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone, increases your heart rate and blood pressure. It also boosts energy by increasing the sugar levels in the bloodstream. These changes are designed to help you either fight or flee from danger. In the short term, this response is helpful. It helps you stay alert, sharp, and ready to act. But when stress is prolonged, the constant flood of cortisol and adrenaline can have negative effects. Chronic stress can weaken the immune system, increase the risk of heart disease, and lead to anxiety and depression. It's important to understand that while stress can help us in certain situations, too much of it can be harmful. The types of stress. Not all stress is the same. There are different types of stress, each with its own effects on the body and mind. Acute stress. This is the most common form of stress. It happens in response to a specific event or situation. For example, feeling stressed before giving a presentation or during an argument with a friend. Acute stress is short-term and usually resolves once the event or situation is over. Chronic stress. Unlike acute stress, chronic stress lasts for a long time. It's the type of stress that comes from ongoing pressures or problems, like a demanding job, financial difficulties, or unhealthy relationships. Chronic stress can wear down the body and mind over time, leading to serious health issues. Eustress. This is the positive kind of stress. It's the kind that motivates and energizes us. Eustress occurs when we face challenges that we feel we can overcome, like starting a new project or pursuing a goal. While eustress can still cause physical reactions in the body, it is typically less harmful and can even enhance performance. Why stress affects us differently? One of the most interesting aspects of stress is that it affects each person differently. What causes stress for one person may not stress someone else. And even when we experience the same stressful event, we may react in different ways. The way we perceive stress plays a major role in how we respond to it. Some people see stress as an opportunity to rise to the challenge, while others view it as a threat to their well-being. Our personality, past experiences, and coping skills all influence how we handle stress. For example, a person with a positive outlook and strong problem-solving skills may handle a stressful situation calmly. On the other hand, someone who struggles with anxiety may feel overwhelmed by the same situation. This difference in perception and reaction is known as stress resilience. The effects of stress on the body and mind. Stress doesn't just affect our emotions, it can have a profound impact on our physical health as well. When stress is prolonged, it can lead to a range of health issues including heart problems. Chronic stress can contribute to high blood pressure, heart disease, and even heart attacks. Sleep disturbances. Stress can interfere with the body's ability to relax, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. Weakened immune system. Prolonged stress can make us more susceptible to illness, as it weakens the immune system. Digestive issues. Stress can affect digestion, leading to problems like indigestion, acid reflux, or irritable bowel syndrome. IBS. Mental health problems. Long-term stress is linked to anxiety, depression, and other mental health disorders. The connection between the body and mind is undeniable. The more stressed we are, the more likely we are to experience physical and emotional symptoms. Recognizing this link is a crucial step in managing stress. Real-world example, Sarah's story. Let's take a look at a real-world example. Meet Sarah, a 35-year-old marketing manager who's constantly juggling work, family, and personal responsibilities. Sarah has a demanding job that requires her to meet tight deadlines. She also has 2 young children at home and a partner with a busy schedule. For months, Sarah has been feeling the weight of stress. She struggles to get enough sleep, and her diet has become less healthy due to the lack of time for proper meals. She finds herself snapping at her kids and feeling irritable at work. Despite her best efforts, she can't seem to shake the feeling of being overwhelmed. Sarah's story is a familiar one for many people. The demands of modern life can easily lead to chronic stress. But by understanding what stress is and how it affects her body, Sarah can take steps to regain control. She can learn to recognize the signs of stress early and implement strategies to reduce its impact. Recognizing stress in your life. One of the most important steps in mastering stress is learning to recognize it early. The signs of stress can be both physical and emotional. Common physical signs of stress include tight muscles or headaches, rapid heartbeat or shallow breathing, fatigue or trouble sleeping, digestive issues like nausea or stomach aches. Emotionally, stress can manifest as anxiety or worry, irritability or mood swings, difficulty concentrating or feeling overwhelmed. By becoming aware of these signs, you can address stress before it escalates. The sooner you recognize that you're feeling stressed, the sooner you can take action to manage it. Conclusion. The first step to mastering stress. Understanding stress is the first step toward mastering it. When you know what stress is, how it works, and how it affects your body and mind, you are in a better position to manage it effectively. In this chapter, we've explored the science behind stress, the different types of stress, and how stress affects us individually. As you move forward in this book, you'll learn strategies to reduce and manage stress in your life. But first, take a moment to reflect on your relationship with stress. Are you someone who thrives under pressure, or do you find yourself feeling overwhelmed? Understanding where you stand is key to finding the right strategies for you. Remember, stress is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to take charge and create a more balanced, peaceful life. Chapter 2. The science behind stress. Understanding stress is more than just knowing that it's a natural reaction to challenges. To truly master stress, We need to delve into the science behind it, the way our body responds, how stress affects our mind, and what happens when stress goes unchecked. By understanding the mechanisms of stress at a deeper level, we can develop more effective ways to manage it. In this chapter, we'll break down the science of stress into easy-to-understand concepts, explaining how and why stress affects us, both in the short and long term. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clearer understanding of the physiological and psychological processes involved, setting the stage for better stress management. The stress response, fight or flight. The body's response to stress is rooted in our evolution. When early humans faced danger, their bodies needed to act quickly. Whether it was a predator or a rival tribe, survival depended on rapid action. This is where the fight or flight response comes in. When we experience stress, our brain triggers the release of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body for quick action. The heart rate increases, breathing becomes faster, and blood flow is redirected to muscles, providing the body with the strength and energy needed to escape or confront the threat. For our ancestors, this response was crucial for survival. Today, however, the threats we face, work pressures, personal problems, and financial stress, aren't life-threatening in the same way. But our bodies still react as though they are. This is why we often feel physically tense, anxious, or fatigued when stressed. The role of the brain, the hypothalamus, in stress. The stress response starts in the brain, specifically in an area called the hypothalamus. This small region plays a big role in regulating many vital processes in the body, including the stress response. When the brain perceives a threat, whether it's real or perceived, the hypothalamus sends signals to the pituitary gland and the adrenal glands. These signals trigger the release of cortisol, adrenaline, and other stress hormones. The brain's perception of stress can be triggered by a range of situations, from actual physical danger to emotional challenges, like dealing with a difficult boss or worrying about an upcoming exam. What makes stress particularly tricky is that the brain often can't differentiate between real threats and perceived ones. The feeling of stress doesn't require actual physical danger. It can arise from mental or emotional challenges just as easily. That's why we can feel stressed even when we're physically safe. Stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline and cortisol are the two primary hormones involved in the stress response, but they serve different functions. Adrenaline is the hormone that gives you an immediate burst of energy. When released, it prepares the body for quick action. It causes your heart to race, your muscles to tense, and your mind to focus. This surge of energy helps you respond quickly to danger. Cortisol, on the other hand, is the stress hormone that prepares the body for longer-term stress. While adrenaline gives you a quick boost, cortisol helps maintain high levels of energy over time. It does this by increasing glucose production, which provides energy to muscles. Cortisol also plays a role in regulating blood pressure, immune function, and inflammation. While these hormones are beneficial in the short term, their effects can become harmful if the stress response is triggered too often or for too long. Chronic stress can lead to an imbalance in hormone levels, which can have a negative impact on both physical and mental health. The impact of chronic stress. When stress becomes chronic, the body remains in a heightened state of alert. The constant release of stress hormones can wreak havoc on your health. Over time, chronic stress can lead to weakened immune system. The body's immune response becomes less effective with prolonged exposure to cortisol. This makes us more susceptible to illnesses, from the common cold to more serious infections. High blood pressure and heart disease. Continuous stress can increase the risk of high blood pressure and cardiovascular problems. Elevated cortisol levels cause the blood vessels to constrict, which can lead to hypertension and strain on the heart. Sleep disturbances. Stress disrupts the body's natural circadian rhythm. When cortisol levels stay elevated throughout the day and night, it can interfere with sleep patterns, leading to insomnia or restless sleep. Poor sleep can in turn exacerbate stress. Weight gain. Stress can lead to overeating, especially foods that are high in fat, sugar, and salt. Cortisol can trigger cravings for unhealthy foods, leading to weight gain and an increase in abdominal fat, which is linked to higher risks of health problems like diabetes. Mental health problems. Chronic stress is strongly linked to anxiety, depression, and other mental health disorders. The prolonged presence of stress hormones in the body can impact mood regulation and increase feelings of worry, fear, and sadness. These effects of chronic stress show how crucial it is to find ways to manage stress before it becomes overwhelming. The longer we allow stress to affect our body, the more difficult it can be to regain balance and well-being. The psychological effects of stress. Stress doesn't just affect the body, it also impacts our minds. While physical symptoms are easy to identify, the psychological effects of stress can often go unnoticed until they become serious. Common psychological symptoms of stress include anxiety and worry. Chronic stress can cause constant feelings of anxiety. You might find yourself worrying about future events, obsessing over what could go wrong, or feeling like you're never fully in control. Depression and mood swings. The pressure of ongoing stress can contribute to feelings of sadness or hopelessness. People under chronic stress may feel fatigued, unable to enjoy activities they once liked, and disconnected from their emotions. Difficulty concentrating. Stress often makes it hard to focus or make decisions. With the mind in a constant state of alert, it becomes challenging to think clearly or prioritize tasks. Irritability and anger. When stress builds up, it can lead to irritability and anger. Small things that would normally not bother you may suddenly cause frustration, making relationships and daily tasks more difficult. Just as chronic stress impacts the body, it also leaves lasting effects on the mind. Recognizing these psychological symptoms is key to addressing stress early before it starts to interfere with your well-being. Stress and the body-mind connection. One of the most interesting aspects of stress is the deep connection between the mind and the body. The way we think about and perceive stress has a direct impact on how it affects our physical health. A person who views a stressful situation as a challenge may experience less physical damage from stress compared to someone who perceives it as a threat. Our mental attitude towards stress, whether we see it as something we can handle or something that is out of our control, affects how we experience and cope with it. This is known as the mind-body connection. When we adopt a more positive and resilient mindset, we can reduce the harmful physical effects of stress. On the other hand, negative thinking can exacerbate stress and make it harder to manage. Real-world example: John's journey with stress. Take John for example. John is a 45-year-old executive who has been working in a high-pressure job for over 20 years. Lately, he's been feeling the weight of his responsibilities. He's constantly behind on deadlines. His work-life balance is non-existent and his health is beginning to suffer. Physically, John has noticed that his blood pressure has been higher than usual, and he's been dealing with frequent headaches. Mentally, he feels overwhelmed, anxious, and irritable. He recognizes that the stress of his job is taking a toll, but he's not sure how to break the cycle. John's story is a reminder that stress is cumulative. Over time, the effects build up and it becomes harder to escape. However, by understanding the science behind stress, John can take the first step toward managing it, whether through lifestyle changes, stress reduction techniques, or seeking professional help. Conclusion: the power of understanding stress. In this chapter, we've uncovered the science behind stress. We've explored how stress affects the brain and body, the different hormones involved, and how stress can become harmful when it's chronic. By understanding the physiological and psychological processes at play, we are better equipped to handle stress when it arises. The next step is learning how to manage stress in a way that promotes overall well-being. And in the following chapters, we'll explore effective techniques to do just that. Remember, stress is a natural part of life, but understanding how it works gives you the power to take control, rather than letting it control you. The more you know about stress, the better equipped you are to master it. Chapter 3. Identifying your stress triggers. We all experience stress, but not all stress is the same. What stresses one person might not affect someone else at all. So how do we pinpoint exactly what is triggering our stress? How can we identify the situations, thoughts, or behaviors that set off the stress response in our body? In this chapter, we will explore how to identify your unique stress triggers. By understanding what causes your stress, you can begin to address it directly. Identifying your stress triggers is one of the most powerful tools for taking control of your stress and ultimately mastering it. What are stress triggers? Stress triggers are events, situations, thoughts, or actions that cause your body to respond with stress. These triggers activate the fight or flight response, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol that prepare the body for action. While this response was essential for survival in ancient times, in today's world, our stress triggers often involve emotional or psychological challenges rather than physical danger. Common examples of stress triggers include work deadlines, family issues, financial pressures, and health concerns. However, stress triggers vary widely from person to person. One individual might feel stressed by public speaking, while another might feel stressed by a heavy workload. Identifying your personal triggers allows you to manage them more effectively. Why is it important to identify your stress triggers? Knowing your stress triggers is essential for managing stress. If you don't know what sets off your stress response, you can't address it. It's like trying to fix a problem without understanding what's causing it. By identifying the root causes of your stress, you can take proactive steps to avoid or minimize these triggers. You can also prepare yourself to respond more effectively when stress does arise. Understanding your triggers helps you regain control over your stress rather than letting stress control you. Common stress triggers. There are many potential stress triggers, but they generally fall into a few key categories. Let's look at some of the most common stress triggers. Work-related stress. Work is one of the most common sources of stress for many people. Stress can arise from tight deadlines, a heavy workload, or difficult relationships with coworkers or managers. Other work-related stressors include job insecurity, long hours, and the pressure to meet high expectations. Financial stress. Money problems are a major stress trigger for many people. Worrying about bills, debt, or not having enough money to cover expenses can cause significant anxiety and tension. The stress from financial concerns often extends beyond just the numbers in your bank account. It can affect your overall sense of security and stability. Relationship stress. Relationships can be a significant source of stress. Whether it's conflicts with a partner, disagreements with family members, or difficulties with friends, interpersonal problems can be emotionally draining. Relationship stress can also come from the demands of maintaining social connections or dealing with feelings of loneliness. Health concerns. Worries about your own health or the health of a loved one can cause stress. Chronic illness, unexpected health issues, or even just the fear of becoming ill can be overwhelming. When health is uncertain, it often feels like an unpredictable factor that adds to overall stress. Time pressure. Time is a constant stress trigger for many people. Feeling like there's not enough time to get everything done can lead to frustration and burnout. This is especially common when trying to balance multiple responsibilities, like work, family, and personal commitments. Life changes. Big life transitions like moving to a new city, getting married, having children, or changing jobs can be exciting, but they also come with stress. Even positive changes can cause anxiety because they disrupt familiar routines and introduce uncertainty. Social media and technology. In today's digital world, social media and constant connectivity can be major stress triggers. The pressure to keep up with others, worry about how you're perceived, or feeling overwhelmed by an influx of information can all contribute to stress. Personal expectations. Sometimes the stress we feel comes from within. We may put pressure on ourselves to succeed or to meet certain expectations. Whether it's perfectionism, the desire to please others, or the need to achieve, these personal expectations can create unnecessary stress. How to identify your personal stress triggers. Now that we've explored some common stress triggers, it's time to take a closer look at your own life. Identifying your personal stress triggers requires self-awareness and reflection. Here are some steps to help you pinpoint the things that cause you stress. Step 1. Pay attention to your emotions. The first step in identifying your stress triggers is to notice how you feel in different situations. When do you feel tense, anxious, or overwhelmed? What events or interactions seem to trigger these emotions? Keeping a journal can help you track your emotional responses and identify patterns. Record what happens, how you feel, and what thoughts are running through your mind. Over time, you may begin to notice recurring situations that trigger your stress. Step 2. Observe physical symptoms. Stress often manifests physically. You might experience tight shoulders, a racing heart, headaches, or stomach discomfort when you're stressed. Pay attention to these physical signs. In which situations do they occur most frequently? This can help you pinpoint stress triggers that are impacting your body. Step 3. Look at your daily routine. Consider your typical day. Are there specific tasks, people, or situations that cause stress on a regular basis? Are there moments during the day when you feel more stressed than others? Understanding where stress fits into your routine can help you recognize its triggers and allow you to address them more effectively. Step 4. Reflect on past stressful events. Think back to times when you've experienced high levels of stress. What was happening in your life at those moments? What caused your stress? By analyzing past events, you can gain insights into the patterns and triggers that tend to set off your stress response. Step 5. Ask for feedback. Sometimes it can be helpful to ask others for feedback. Friends, family members, or co-workers may notice things that trigger your stress that you haven't yet realized. They might point out situations or behaviors that tend to make you anxious or tense. Step 6. Be honest with yourself. Identifying your stress triggers requires honesty. Sometimes the things that trigger stress are not easy to admit. It might be uncomfortable to acknowledge that certain people, situations, or habits are making you stressed. But facing the truth is the first step toward taking control of your stress. Stress triggers and your response. Once you've identified your stress triggers, the next step is understanding how you respond to them. Your response to stress can either exacerbate or alleviate the impact. Some people react to stress by becoming overwhelmed, while others take it in stride. Recognizing how you respond can help you take steps to manage stress in healthier ways. For example, if you tend to bottle up your emotions when stressed, you might find that your stress builds up over time, leading to emotional outbursts later on. On the other hand, if you tend to avoid stress by ignoring the problem, you may find that the issue only worsens. In the following chapters, we'll explore specific techniques for managing stress. But before you can apply any of those techniques, it's essential to understand your triggers and responses. With this awareness, you can begin to make changes to how you handle stress and take steps to reduce its impact on your life. Real-world example: Emily's stress triggers. Let's look at Emily's story. Emily is a 28-year-old teacher who loves her job, but she often feels overwhelmed. She's noticed that she gets stressed when she has to plan lessons, meet deadlines, or deal with difficult students. But she also realizes that her stress often increases during certain times of the day, when she doesn't have enough time to eat, or when she's dealing with personal issues at home. By identifying these specific triggers, Emily can take steps to manage her stress more effectively. For example, she might decide to start meal prepping to avoid skipping meals, or she might work on setting boundaries at work to prevent feeling overburdened. Conclusion: taking control of your stress. Identifying your stress triggers is a crucial step in mastering stress. By understanding what causes your stress, you gain the power to address it more effectively. The more self-aware you are, the better equipped you'll be to handle stress when it arises. In the next chapters, we'll dive into strategies and techniques to help you manage your stress triggers. But first, take a moment to reflect on your triggers. When you know what's making you stressed, you can take steps to regain control and move toward a more balanced life. Remember, identifying your stress triggers is not about avoiding all stress, but about learning how to respond to it in a healthy and effective way. It's the first step toward creating a life that's less dictated by stress and more guided by purpose and peace. Chapter 4. The role of mindfulness in stress reduction. Stress is a part of life. We can't escape it, but we can learn how to respond to it in healthier ways. One of the most effective ways to reduce stress is through mindfulness. It's a simple yet powerful technique that allows you to stay present in the moment, helping you break free from the constant cycle of worry and overwhelm. In this chapter, we will explore what mindfulness is, how it works, and how it can be used to manage stress. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand how mindfulness can transform your approach to stress and lead to a more balanced, peaceful life. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment in a non-judgmental way. It's about being fully aware of what's happening right now, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness involves observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations with an open mind, without labeling them as good or bad. Instead of reacting automatically to stress, mindfulness encourages you to respond thoughtfully and with intention. At its core, mindfulness is about acceptance. It's about accepting the present moment as it is, rather than wishing things were different. This doesn't mean you're ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine. Rather, you're acknowledging reality without getting caught up in it. Mindfulness is rooted in ancient practices, particularly in Buddhism, but it has become widely adopted in the Western world as a tool for mental well-being. Research shows that mindfulness can reduce anxiety, depression, and of course, stress. The science behind mindfulness. The power of mindfulness lies in its ability to change how we respond to stress. Studies have shown that practicing mindfulness can actually alter the way the brain functions. When you practice mindfulness, you engage the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and problem-solving. This helps you manage stress more effectively by enabling you to think clearly and respond thoughtfully to difficult situations. Mindfulness also helps to reduce activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions and triggering the fight-or-flight response. By calming the amygdala, mindfulness reduces the intensity of stress reactions, helping you stay calm in challenging situations. Another benefit of mindfulness is its effect on the autonomic nervous system, which controls automatic bodily functions like heart rate and digestion. Stress activates the sympathetic nervous system, causing your body to enter fight or flight mode. Mindfulness, on the other hand, stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the body and restore balance. This shift allows you to recover more quickly from stress and return to a state of relaxation. How mindfulness reduces stress. Mindfulness works in several ways to reduce stress. Here are some of the key mechanisms. 1. Increased self-awareness. Mindfulness helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, which allows you to identify stress before it becomes overwhelming. When you're more in tune with your body and mind, you can catch early signs of stress like muscle tension or racing thoughts and take action before they escalate. This awareness also helps you recognize when you're reacting to stress in unhelpful ways, such as becoming irritable or anxious. 2. Breaking the cycle of rumination. Stress often results from our tendency to ruminate, replaying past events or worrying about the future. When we're stressed, our minds can get stuck in a cycle of negative thinking. Mindfulness helps break this cycle by bringing us back to the present moment. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or what might happen, mindfulness encourages us to focus on what is happening right now. This shift in attention can reduce the intensity of stress and give your mind a break from constant worry. 3. Improved emotional regulation. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your emotions without judgment. Rather than labeling feelings like anger or fear as bad, mindfulness allows you to accept them as they are. This helps you respond to emotions with greater clarity and less reactivity. Instead of acting impulsively when stressed, you learn to pause, take a breath, and choose a thoughtful response. Over time, this leads to better emotional regulation and less stress. 4. Enhancing resilience. Mindfulness builds resilience by helping you stay grounded in the face of adversity. Life is full of challenges, but when you practice mindfulness, you develop the ability to face stress with greater calm and composure. Rather than being overwhelmed by difficulty, mindfulness helps you approach problems with a sense of curiosity and openness. This mindset fosters resilience, allowing you to bounce back from setbacks more easily. 5. Reducing physiological stress responses. As mentioned earlier, stress activates the body's fight-or-flight response. This leads to an increase in heart rate, blood pressure, and muscle tension. Mindfulness helps counteract these effects by triggering the relaxation response. When you focus on your breath or engage in mindful meditation, your body enters a state of deep relaxation. This reduces the physical symptoms of stress and helps you feel calmer and more centered. How to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is simple, but it requires practice. It's not something you can master overnight. The good news is that mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Here are some simple ways you can incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. 1. Mindful breathing. One of the easiest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. This involves focusing your attention on your breath, noticing the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Whenever your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. You can practice mindful breathing anywhere, whether you're sitting at your desk, walking outside, or lying in bed. Start by taking a few deep breaths and observing how your body feels with each inhale and exhale. Over time, this simple practice will help you feel more present and calm. 2. Body scan meditation. A body scan is a mindfulness practice where you focus your attention on different parts of your body, one at a time. Start at your toes and slowly work your way up, noticing any sensations or tension in each area. If you find tension, simply acknowledge it without judgment and take a deep breath to release it. Body scan meditation is a great way to relax and become more aware of how stress manifests physically in your body. It's also an excellent way to unwind before bed, helping you sleep better. 3. Mindful eating. Eating can be a mindful practice too. Often we rush through meals without paying attention to what we're eating. Mindful eating involves slowing down and savoring each bite. Pay attention to the texture, taste, and smell of your food. Notice how your body feels as you eat, and check in with your hunger and fullness cues. This practice not only helps reduce stress but also promotes healthier eating habits and improved digestion. 4. Mindful walking. Walking is a natural way to practice mindfulness. Instead of rushing through your walk, focus on each step. Pay attention to the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your body, and the sounds around you. Walking mindfully helps you connect with your surroundings and provides a sense of calm. 5. Mindful meditation. If you have more time, you can try mindful meditation. Find a quiet space to sit and focus on your breath, a mantra, or a simple word like peace or calm. As thoughts come up, gently acknowledge them and return your focus to your breath. Meditating for just a few minutes each day can help reduce stress and improve overall well-being. The benefits of mindfulness for stress management. The benefits of mindfulness go beyond simply reducing stress. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can experience improved focus and concentration, better sleep quality, increased emotional intelligence, reduced symptoms of anxiety and depression, greater self-awareness and self-compassion. Mindfulness is a lifelong practice, and the more you incorporate it into your daily life, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll notice that your ability to handle stress improves, and you'll feel more at ease in challenging situations. Real-world example: David's journey with mindfulness. Let's consider David, a 40-year-old father and business owner. David's life was filled with stress, long hours at work, family responsibilities, and constant pressure to perform. He found it difficult to unwind and often felt overwhelmed. David decided to try mindfulness to reduce his stress. He started by practicing mindful breathing during his lunch breaks. He also began doing short body scan meditations before bed. Over time, David noticed that he was better able to manage his stress. He felt more present with his family, more focused at work, and more relaxed in general. David's story is a testament to the power of mindfulness. It doesn't take a huge time commitment or drastic lifestyle changes to experience the benefits of mindfulness. Even small practices, when done regularly, can make a big difference in how we handle stress. Conclusion: embracing mindfulness in your life. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for managing stress. By staying present, breaking the cycle of rumination, and improving emotional regulation, mindfulness helps reduce the intensity of stress and promotes overall well-being. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Whether it's through mindful breathing, body scan meditations, or mindful walking, you can start today. The more you practice, the easier it becomes, and the greater the benefits you'll experience. Remember, the key to mastering stress isn't in avoiding it, but but in learning how to respond to it with calm, clarity, and intention. Mindfulness gives you the ability to do just that. Chapter 5. Breathing Techniques for Stress Relief. When it comes to managing stress, one of the simplest yet most effective tools at your disposal is your breath. Breathing is something we do automatically, but with a little mindfulness we can harness its power to reduce stress and bring a sense of calm to our minds and bodies. In this chapter, we will explore how different breathing techniques can help you manage stress, calm your nervous system, and restore balance. By the end of this chapter, you'll be equipped with several easy-to-use breathing exercises that you can practice anywhere at any time to bring relief in moments of stress. Why breathing works for stress relief. Breathing and stress are deeply connected. When we're stressed, our breathing pattern often changes. We might begin to take shallow, rapid breaths, which can amplify feelings of anxiety and tension. On the other hand, slow, deep breathing helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of our nervous system that promotes relaxation. When you practice controlled, mindful breathing, you're signaling to your body that it's safe to relax. This triggers a cascade of physiological changes, such as a decrease in heart rate, blood pressure, and muscle tension. As a result, you feel more grounded, centered, and calm. Breathing is also a powerful tool for managing your emotional state. By slowing down your breath, you interrupt the cycle of stress and anxiety. You create a space between the stressful thought or situation and your response to it. In that space, you have the power to choose a more balanced, calm reaction. The physiology of stress and breathing. To understand how breathing helps reduce stress, it's important to understand the body's stress response. When you encounter a stressful situation, your brain sends signals to release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare your body for a fight or flight response, leading to an increase in heart rate, muscle tension, and rapid breathing. However, when you focus on slow, deep breathing, you activate the vagus nerve, which is responsible for regulating the parasympathetic nervous system. This triggers a relaxation response that counteracts the fight or flight mode, helping to bring your body back to a state of calm. By consciously controlling your breath, you can lower cortisol levels, reduce muscle tension, and shift your body out of stress mode. Types of breathing techniques for stress relief. Now that we understand why breathing works, let's explore some specific techniques that you can use to reduce stress. 1. Diaphragmatic breathing, abdominal breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing is one of the most effective breathing techniques for stress relief. This method focuses on breathing deeply into your diaphragm, the muscle located beneath your lungs, rather than shallowly into your chest. When you breathe in this way, your belly expands as you inhale and contracts as you exhale, which allows for a deeper, more relaxed breath. How to practice diaphragmatic breathing. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, allowing your abdomen to rise as you fill your lungs with air. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your abdomen fall. Repeat for 5–10 minutes, focusing on the rise and fall of your abdomen with each breath. This technique helps you slow your breath, activate the relaxation response, and reduce physical tension associated with stress. 2. Box breathing, square breathing. Box breathing is a simple and structured technique that involves inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding your breath again, each for the same duration. It's a powerful tool for calming the nervous system and improving focus. How to practice box breathing. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Close your eyes and inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold your breath again for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle for 5–10 minutes. Box breathing helps regulate your breath, calm your mind, and return your body to a relaxed state. This technique is especially useful in high-stress situations or when you need to regain control of your emotions. 3. 4-7-8 breathing. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is designed to help you relax quickly by extending the exhale. By emphasizing a longer exhale, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes a state of calm. How to practice 4-7-8 breathing. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Close your eyes and inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8, making a whooshing sound as you breathe out. Repeat this cycle for 4 breaths, then gradually increase the number of cycles as needed. The 4-7-8 technique is especially effective before bed, helping to ease your mind and prepare for restful sleep. It's also useful during moments of anxiety or restlessness. 4. Alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing is a yoga practice known for its calming effects. By alternating between nostrils, you balance the flow of energy in the body and calm the nervous system. This technique helps reduce anxiety and brings mental clarity. How to practice alternate nostril breathing. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Using your right thumb, close your right nostril. Inhale deeply and slowly through your left nostril. Close your left nostril with your right ring finger. Then release your right nostril. Exhale slowly through your right nostril. Inhale deeply through your right nostril. Close your right nostril. Release your left nostril. And exhale slowly through your left nostril. Repeat this cycle for 5-10 minutes. Alternate nostril breathing helps clear the mind, reduce stress, and bring a sense of calm and balance to your body. 5. Pursed lip breathing. Pursed lip breathing is a simple technique that helps slow down your breathing and improve oxygen exchange. It's particularly useful for reducing shortness of breath during stressful moments or physical exertion. How to practice pursed lip breathing. Sit or stand in a comfortable position. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. Purse your lips as if you're about to whistle. Exhale slowly and steadily through your pursed lips, making the exhale last longer than the inhale. Repeat for several breaths. This technique helps you control your breath, promote relaxation, and reduce feelings of anxiety. When to use breathing techniques. The beauty of these breathing techniques is that they can be used anytime, anywhere. Here are some specific situations where they can be particularly helpful. During a stressful meeting or presentation, use box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing to calm your nerves and refocus your attention. Before bed, practice diaphragmatic breathing or 4-7-8 breathing to unwind and prepare for restful sleep. In moments of panic or anxiety, use pursed lip breathing or alternate nostril breathing to regain control of your breath and reduce immediate stress. During physical exertion or exercise, use diaphragmatic breathing to ensure you're breathing deeply and efficiently, which can reduce fatigue and help with performance. Real-world example: Sarah's use of breathing techniques. Sarah, a 30-year-old mother and professional, often finds herself overwhelmed by the demands of work and family. She noticed that her stress levels would rise throughout the day, especially during meetings or when managing her responsibilities at home. After learning about breathing techniques, Sarah began incorporating them into her daily routine. She practiced diaphragmatic breathing during her commute to work, used 4-7-8 breathing before bed to help her relax, and used box breathing during stressful meetings to stay calm and focused. Over time, Sarah noticed a significant reduction in her overall stress levels. She felt more in control of her emotions and was able to handle stressful situations with greater ease. Breathing techniques had become her go-to tool for managing stress and maintaining balance in her life. Conclusion: the power of your breath. Breathing is a simple, natural process that can have a profound impact on your stress levels. By practicing these breathing techniques regularly, you can reduce stress, calm your mind, and improve your overall well-being. Remember, you don't need to wait for a stressful situation to begin practicing these techniques. By incorporating mindful breathing into your daily routine, you'll build resilience and equip yourself with a powerful tool for managing stress whenever it arises. In the next chapters, we'll explore more techniques to complement these breathing exercises, helping you create a holistic approach to stress management. But for now, start by taking a deep breath, and remember that your breath is always there to bring you back to a place of calm. Chapter 6. Physical exercise, a natural stress buster. In today's fast-paced world, stress is an inevitable part of life. It affects our mind, body, and spirit, often leaving us feeling overwhelmed and drained. While there are many techniques to manage stress, One of the most effective and enjoyable ways to combat stress is through physical exercise. In this chapter, we will explore how physical activity acts as a natural stress buster. We'll look at the science behind how exercise helps reduce stress, the different types of exercise that are particularly effective, and how you can incorporate more movement into your daily routine to manage stress more effectively. The link between exercise and stress. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing you to face a challenge. While these stress hormones are essential for our survival, prolonged exposure to them can cause significant harm, including anxiety, depression, and physical ailments like high blood pressure and heart disease. Here's where exercise comes in. Physical activity is a natural antidote to stress. It doesn't just distract you from stress, it actively works to lower the levels of stress hormones in your body and stimulate the production of feel-good chemicals like endorphins. Endorphins are often referred to as the body's natural painkillers. They're chemicals that promote a sense of well-being and happiness. Exercise helps release these endorphins, which is why you often feel good after a workout. In addition to endorphins, exercise also helps reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone that's often elevated during periods of tension. When cortisol levels drop, your body returns to a more balanced state, reducing feelings of stress and anxiety. How exercise reduces stress. Exercise works in several ways to combat stress. Let's break down the science behind its stress-reducing effects. 1. Improved mood through endorphins. As mentioned earlier, physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, which help elevate your mood. These feel-good chemicals provide a sense of happiness and contentment, helping you feel more relaxed and less stressed. Even moderate exercise can boost endorphin production, providing an immediate and noticeable improvement in your mood. 2. Distraction from stressors. When you're feeling stressed, exercise provides an effective distraction. Whether you're going for a run, lifting weights, or doing yoga, physical activity requires your focus and attention. This focus takes your mind off of whatever is causing your stress, allowing you to step away from the problem for a while and gain a fresh perspective. 3. Reduction of muscle tension. Stress often causes muscle tension, particularly in areas like the neck, shoulders, and back. This tension can create a vicious cycle, where the discomfort from tight muscles leads to more stress. Exercise helps release this tension by promoting blood flow to muscles and encouraging them to relax. Regular physical activity can alleviate chronic muscle stiffness and improve overall body flexibility. 4. Better sleep. Stress and anxiety often interfere with sleep, leading to restless nights. Exercise has been shown to improve the quality of sleep by helping the body relax and promoting deeper rest. Regular exercise can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, which is crucial for reducing stress and maintaining overall health. 5. Enhanced resilience to stress. Exercise helps improve your overall resilience to stress by conditioning your body to handle physical strain. Just as regular exercise strengthens your muscles and cardiovascular system, it also strengthens your ability to cope with stress. Over time, you'll notice that you can handle difficult situations with greater calmness and composure as your body becomes better equipped to manage stress. Types of exercise that help reduce stress. While any form of physical activity can help reduce stress, certain types of exercise are particularly effective at calming the mind and body. Let's explore some of the best exercises for managing stress. 1. Aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise, also known as cardiovascular exercise, includes activities like running, cycling, swimming, and brisk walking. These exercises get your heart pumping and promote the release of endorphins, which help elevate your mood and reduce stress. Aerobic exercise is particularly effective at improving mental clarity and boosting energy levels. Studies have shown that regular aerobic exercise can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, making it a great choice for managing stress. Even a short, brisk walk can help clear your mind and improve your mood. 2. Strength training. Strength training, such as weightlifting or bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats, is another excellent way to reduce stress. While strength training is often associated with building muscle, it also has powerful benefits for mental health. The focus required during strength training helps take your mind off of stress, and the sense of accomplishment you get from completing a workout can boost your confidence and mood. Strength training has also been shown to improve sleep quality and regulate hormones, which can help alleviate the negative effects of stress. Plus, the physical results you see from strength training can increase your sense of control and self-esteem, which can help combat feelings of stress and anxiety. 3. Yoga and stretching. Yoga and stretching exercises combine physical movement with mindfulness, making them ideal for reducing stress. Yoga emphasizes deep breathing, flexibility, and relaxation, helping to release muscle tension and promote mental calmness. In fact, yoga has been shown to reduce cortisol levels and improve overall stress resilience. Whether you're doing a full yoga session or simply incorporating some stretching into your daily routine, these exercises help release built-up tension in the body and encourage relaxation. Yoga also encourages mindfulness, helping you become more aware of your body and thoughts, which can help reduce stress in the moment. 4. Mindful movement practices, Tai Chi, Qigong. Mindful movement practices like Tai Chi and Qigong combine gentle flowing movements with focused breathing. These practices are often used to promote relaxation, balance, and energy flow throughout the body. Tai Chi, for example, has been shown to lower stress, improve mood, and reduce symptoms of anxiety. These practices are particularly beneficial for individuals who are looking for low-impact exercise options that still provide significant stress relief. The slow, deliberate movements encourage mindfulness and deep breathing, helping to calm both the body and mind. 5. Dancing. Dancing is another fun and effective way to reduce stress. Whether you're taking a dance class or simply dancing to your favorite music at home, dancing gets your body moving and releases endorphins. It's a great way to express yourself and let go of built-up tension, and it can be done alone or with others. Dancing also encourages a sense of connection with the music and movement, helping you get out of your head and into your body. The joy and freedom that come from dancing are powerful tools for combating stress and improving your mood. How to make exercise a part of your stress management routine. Incorporating exercise into your daily routine is one of the best ways to manage stress. Here are some tips to help you make physical activity a regular part of your life. Start small. If you're new to exercise, begin with short sessions, such as a 10-minute walk or a quick yoga routine. Gradually increase the duration and intensity as you become more comfortable. Find an activity you enjoy. The best exercise for stress relief is the one you enjoy. Experiment with different activities to find what works for you, whether it's running, dancing, swimming, or yoga. Make it consistent. Consistency is key. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. Even if you can't commit to a full workout, try to move your body in some way each day. Exercise with a friend. Social support can enhance the stress-reducing benefits of exercise. Consider exercising with a friend or joining a group fitness class to make it more enjoyable and motivating. Incorporate mindfulness. If you're practicing activities like yoga or Tai Chi, focus on your breath and body movements to enhance the relaxation benefits. Real-world example: Tom's experience with exercise and stress. Tom, a 40-year-old office worker, struggled with stress due to his high-pressure job and long hours. He often felt mentally drained and physically tense, leading to sleepless nights and increased anxiety. After realizing how much stress was affecting his life, he decided to try exercise as a way to cope. Tom started with short, daily walks around the park near his office. Over time, he increased his physical activity, adding strength training and yoga to his routine. As he got more consistent with his workouts, he noticed significant changes in his stress levels. He slept better, felt more focused at work, and found that he could handle challenges with greater ease. Exercise had become his go-to tool for managing stress, helping him maintain balance in his life. Conclusion: exercise as a key tool for stress management. Exercise is a natural, effective way to reduce stress. By getting your body moving, you activate the release of endorphins, reduce cortisol levels, and promote a sense of relaxation. Whether you're running, lifting weights, practicing yoga or dancing, physical activity can help you break free from the cycle of stress and find more peace and balance in your life. Remember, the best exercise is the one you enjoy and can do consistently. Start small, stay consistent, and let exercise become an integral part of your stress management routine. As you make movement a regular habit, you'll find that stress no longer has the same hold over you. Instead, you'll feel stronger, calmer, and more in control. Chapter 7: Nutrition and Stress Management. When we think about managing stress, we often focus on mental strategies like mindfulness or breathing techniques. While these are crucial, one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for managing stress is nutrition. What we eat has a profound impact on our body's stress response, mood, energy levels, and overall resilience to stress. In this chapter, we will explore the connection between nutrition and stress. We'll examine how certain foods can exacerbate stress and how others can help alleviate it. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a deeper understanding of how to use nutrition to support your stress management efforts, improve your mental well-being, and nourish your body. The link between nutrition and stress. Our body's ability to manage stress is deeply influenced by what we eat. The foods we consume provide the nutrients necessary for our brain and body to function properly, including the production and regulation of hormones like cortisol, the stress hormone. When we're stressed, our bodies require more nutrients, particularly those involved in calming the nervous system, balancing blood sugar levels, and supporting our adrenal glands. Poor nutrition, whether it's overeating, eating highly processed foods, or consuming too much caffeine, can make stress worse by triggering inflammatory responses, disrupting our hormones, and increasing feelings of anxiety and fatigue. Conversely, a well-balanced diet full of nourishing whole foods can help regulate blood sugar levels, stabilize mood, support a healthy nervous system, and enhance your resilience to stress. By eating mindfully and choosing foods that fuel your body and mind, you can effectively reduce stress and improve your emotional well-being. How stress affects your nutrition. Stress can negatively impact your relationship with food in several ways. When you're stressed, your body goes into a state of high alert, often leading to changes in appetite. You might find yourself eating more than usual, stress eating or emotional eating, or losing your appetite altogether. In either case, your nutritional choices may suffer, leading to an unhealthy cycle. Stress eating or emotional eating. When you experience stress, your body releases cortisol, which can trigger cravings for foods that provide quick energy, often in the form of sugar, fat, or salt. This is the body's way of seeking comfort. The problem is, these foods, often found in processed snacks, sugary treats, or fast food, can create an energy crash after the initial spike, leading to increased feelings of anxiety and irritability. Emotional eating is a common response to stress, but it doesn't solve the underlying issue. Instead of alleviating stress, it often contributes to weight gain, feelings of guilt, and worsened mood in the long run. Loss of appetite or skipping meals. On the flip side, some people lose their appetite during stressful times. This can lead to skipping meals or neglecting proper nutrition, which in turn can worsen feelings of fatigue and irritability. A lack of essential nutrients can make it harder for your body to recover from stress and function optimally. The role of nutrients in stress management. Certain nutrients play a direct role in regulating our stress response, maintaining emotional balance, and improving our resilience to stress. These nutrients support the production of neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers and hormones that regulate mood, energy levels, and stress responses. Let's break down the key nutrients that can help you manage stress more effectively. 1. B vitamins, stress busters for your brain. B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and folate, are vital for brain health and the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which regulates mood, and dopamine, which helps manage stress and motivation. A deficiency in B vitamins can contribute to feelings of anxiety, depression, and irritability. B vitamins are found in foods like whole grains, brown rice, oats, quinoa, leafy greens, spinach, kale, legumes, beans, lentils, lean meats, chicken, turkey, fish, salmon, tuna, Eggs and dairy products. Incorporating more of these foods into your diet can help you maintain mental clarity, boost energy levels, and regulate mood during times of stress. 2. Vitamin C, a natural stress reducer. Vitamin C is well known for its immune-boosting properties, but it also plays a crucial role in reducing stress. When you're under stress, your body uses up more vitamin C, which can leave you feeling depleted. Vitamin C also helps lower cortisol levels, which are elevated during periods of stress. Foods rich in vitamin C include citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, bell peppers, broccoli, kiwi. Including more vitamin C-rich foods in your diet can help protect your body from the effects of chronic stress and boost your immune system. 3. Magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Magnesium is a key mineral that supports over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including muscle function, nerve signaling, and energy production. It also has a calming effect on the nervous system and can help reduce the physical symptoms of stress, such as muscle tension and headaches. Low magnesium levels are often associated with increased anxiety, irritability, and poor sleep. Fortunately, magnesium can be found in many foods such as dark leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, legumes, black beans, lentils, whole grains, brown rice, oats, avocados. Incorporating magnesium-rich foods into your diet can help reduce the physical and mental impact of stress. 4. Omega-3 fatty acids, mood-boosting fats. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats that have anti-inflammatory effects and are crucial for brain health. Research has shown that omega-3 can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, making them a valuable addition to your stress management toolkit. Omega-3 fatty acids are primarily found in fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds. Adding omega-3 rich foods to your diet can improve mood, reduce stress, and support overall brain health. 5. Probiotics, gut health and stress connection. The gut and brain are closely connected in a system known as the gut-brain axis. Research has shown that a healthy gut microbiome composed of beneficial bacteria can influence mood, anxiety levels, and overall stress resilience. Probiotics, which are live bacteria that promote a healthy gut, can help improve your body's ability to handle stress. Foods rich in probiotics include yogurt with live active cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso soup. Including these probiotic-rich foods in your diet can support gut health, improve digestion, and enhance your body's ability to manage stress. 6. Complex carbohydrates, stabilizing blood sugar. Stress can lead to blood sugar fluctuations, which can cause irritability, fatigue, and anxiety. Eating foods that are high in complex carbohydrates can help stabilize blood sugar levels, providing a steady source of energy and preventing the mood swings associated with blood sugar dips. Complex carbohydrates are found in whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats, sweet potatoes, beans and lentils, vegetables, broccoli, carrots, spinach. Opting for these nutrient-dense high-fiber foods can help keep your blood sugar levels stable, which is important for maintaining a calm and steady mood during times of stress. Foods to avoid during stress. While certain foods can help you manage stress, others can make it worse. When you're stressed, try to limit or avoid the following. 1. Caffeine. Caffeine can temporarily boost alertness, but it also stimulates the release of cortisol, increasing your stress levels. Too much caffeine can make you feel jittery, anxious, and disrupt your sleep. 2. Sugar. Sugary foods and drinks cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, which can lead to feelings of irritability, fatigue, and anxiety. High sugar intake has also been linked to an increase in cortisol levels. 3. Processed foods. Highly processed foods like fast food, packaged snacks, and ready-to-eat meals are often high in unhealthy fats, sugars, and salt. These foods can trigger inflammation, disrupt hormone levels, and contribute to chronic stress. Building a stress-reducing diet. Creating a diet that supports stress management doesn't mean eliminating everything you enjoy. Instead, focus on incorporating more nutrient-rich foods into your meals. Try to eat a variety of whole, unprocessed foods. Include more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins. Drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, as dehydration can increase stress and anxiety. Limit your intake of caffeine, sugar, and processed foods. Real-world example, Lisa's experience with nutrition and stress. Lisa, a 35-year-old marketing professional, had been feeling overwhelmed by her busy job and family responsibilities. She was often stressed, tired, and found herself reaching for sugary snacks to get through the day. Over time, she noticed that her energy levels were low and her mood was fluctuating more than usual. After learning about the connection between nutrition and stress, Lisa made a few simple changes to her diet. She swapped processed snacks for healthier options like nuts, fruits, and yogurt. She also started incorporating more leafy greens and whole grains into her meals. As she made these changes, Lisa noticed a significant improvement in her mood and energy. She felt more balanced, less anxious, and more equipped to handle the demands of her day. Conclusion: nourish your body, calm your mind. Nutrition plays a crucial role in managing stress. The foods you eat can directly impact your body's ability to handle stress, regulate hormones, and support mental well-being. By focusing on a nutrient-dense, whole foods-based diet, you can enhance your resilience to stress and improve your overall quality of life. Incorporating stress-reducing nutrients like B vitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, omega-3s, and probiotics can help nourish your body and mind, enabling you to face life's challenges with greater calm and clarity. So the next time you're feeling stressed, remember that your plate is an important tool for maintaining balance and well-being. Chapter 9. Time Management for Stress-Free Living. In today's world, time often feels like a scarce resource. We juggle multiple responsibilities, work, family, personal goals, and still feel like there's never enough time in the day. As a result, we end up overwhelmed, stressed, and struggling to keep up. But what if managing your time effectively could be the key to reducing stress and creating more balance in your life? In this chapter, we will explore how time management plays a crucial role in stress management. We'll look at practical strategies and techniques that can help you make the most of your time, reduce feelings of overwhelm, and create a sense of control over your day. By the end of this chapter, you will have a clearer understanding of how effective time management can contribute to a stress-free life. The connection between time management and stress. When we're disorganized or overwhelmed by a long to-do list, it can feel like time is slipping away from us. This constant sense of urgency and pressure can lead to chronic stress, making it difficult to focus and maintain a sense of calm. Effective time management helps reduce stress by allowing you to prioritize tasks. Focus on what truly matters and eliminate unnecessary tasks that drain your energy. Set boundaries. Protect your time and avoid overcommitting. Increase productivity. Get more done in less time, freeing up space for rest and relaxation. Create a sense of control. Plan your day and feel more in charge of your schedule. The key to time management isn't about cramming as many tasks into your day as possible. It's about making intentional choices that help you stay focused, organized, and present in the moment. When you manage your time effectively, you are able to approach tasks with greater clarity and purpose, reducing stress and improving your overall well-being. The impact of poor time management on stress. On the flip side, poor time management can contribute to feelings of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. When you're disorganized or constantly behind, it's easy to feel like you're spinning your wheels. Here are some common ways poor time management leads to stress. Procrastination. Putting off tasks until the last minute increases pressure and leads to rushed, stressful work. Overcommitment. Saying yes to too many things leaves you feeling overwhelmed and drained, with no time left for self-care or relaxation. Lack of focus. Constantly switching between tasks or trying to multitask leads to decreased productivity and higher stress levels. Feeling out of control. When you don't have a clear plan, it's easy to feel like your time is slipping away, causing anxiety and stress. By understanding how poor time management affects your stress levels, you can begin to implement strategies to regain control and reduce pressure. Time management strategies for reducing stress. Now that we understand the link between time management and stress, let's explore some practical strategies that can help you manage your time more effectively and create a stress-free routine. 1. Prioritize your tasks. One of the most effective ways to reduce stress is by focusing on what matters most. When you have a long to-do list, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks. Instead of trying to do everything at once, prioritize your tasks based on importance and urgency. To prioritize effectively, ask yourself, what tasks align with my goals and values? Which tasks have deadlines or time constraints? What will make the biggest impact on my day or week? You can use a simple prioritization system like the Eisenhower matrix, which divides tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important. These tasks need to be done right away. Important, but not urgent. These tasks are important, but can be scheduled for later. Urgent but not important. These tasks are time-sensitive but don't add significant value. Delegate them if possible. Not urgent and not important. These tasks can be eliminated or postponed. By focusing on what truly matters and eliminating distractions, you can reduce stress and feel more in control of your time. 2. Set boundaries and learn to say no. In our busy lives, it's easy to say yes to everything, whether it's an extra project at work or a social event you feel obligated to attend. However, overcommitting can quickly lead to burnout and stress. Learning to set boundaries and say no is essential for managing your time and stress levels. When you're asked to take on something new, pause and ask yourself, do I have the time and energy to commit to this? Is this aligned with my goals or values? Will this increase my stress or create unnecessary pressure? If the answer is no, it's perfectly okay to decline. Setting boundaries allows you to protect your time and energy, ensuring that you have space for the things that truly matter to you. 3. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Large tasks or projects can feel overwhelming, especially when you don't know where to start. To reduce stress, break tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the task feel less daunting and helps you stay focused and motivated. For example, if you're working on a report, break it down into smaller tasks like researching the topic, creating an outline, writing the introduction, revising and editing. By focusing on one small step at a time, you'll make steady progress and avoid feeling overwhelmed by the larger project. 4. Time blocking. Structure your day. Time blocking is a technique that involves scheduling specific blocks of time for different tasks or activities. This helps ensure that you stay on track and make time for both work and self-care. Time blocking creates structure in your day and helps you avoid multitasking, which can increase stress and decrease productivity. Here's how to use time blocking effectively. Plan your day in advance. The night before, create a list of tasks and block out time for each one. Be realistic about how much time each task will take. Don't overschedule yourself. Include breaks. Schedule time for rest and self-care, so you don't burn out. Stick to the schedule. Avoid distractions during your time blocks and focus on the task at hand. Time blocking helps you stay organized and ensures that you have time for important tasks without feeling overwhelmed. 5. Delegate. When possible, you don't have to do everything yourself. Delegating tasks to others, whether at work or at home, can help reduce your workload and allow you to focus on what's most important. Delegation not only helps you manage your time more effectively, but it also encourages collaboration and teamwork. When considering what to delegate, ask yourself, is this task necessary for me to do, or can someone else handle it? What tasks can I delegate to free up more time for myself? Delegating tasks helps prevent burnout and ensures that you're not carrying more than you can handle. 6. Practice the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple yet effective time management strategy. If a task will take 2 minutes or less to complete, do it immediately. This prevents small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming. For example, if you need to respond to an email or put away laundry, do it right away instead of putting it off. By handling small tasks quickly, you'll keep your to-do list manageable and avoid unnecessary stress. 7. Use technology to your advantage. There are countless tools and apps available to help with time management. From to-do list apps like Todoist or Trello to calendar apps like Google Calendar, these tools can help you stay organized and on track. Set reminders, create task lists, and schedule time blocks to ensure that you're using your time efficiently. Real-world example, Jane's time management journey. Jane, a 38-year-old lawyer, was constantly feeling overwhelmed by her heavy workload and personal responsibilities. She was struggling to meet deadlines, manage her family commitments, and find time for herself. As a result, her stress levels were through the roof. After learning about time management techniques, Jane decided to take control of her schedule. She started prioritizing tasks using the Eisenhower matrix, set boundaries by learning to say no to unnecessary commitments, and began time blocking her day. She also delegated certain tasks at work and home, freeing up more time for important activities. Within a few weeks, Jane felt a significant reduction in stress. She was more productive at work, had more quality time with her family, and was able to dedicate time to self-care. Time management had transformed her approach to stress, and she felt more in control of her life. Conclusion: time management as a stress reduction tool. Effective time management is one of the most powerful ways to reduce stress. By prioritizing tasks, setting boundaries, and organizing your day, you can create a sense of control and clarity in your life. Time management isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most and making time for self-care. Start small by incorporating these strategies into your routine, and gradually work towards creating a more balanced and stress-free lifestyle. When you manage your time effectively, you take control of your stress, allowing you to face each day with more energy, focus, and calm. Chapter 10: Building Resilience Through Positive Thinking. Life is full of challenges, stress, setbacks, and difficulties that can feel overwhelming. While we can't always control the obstacles that come our way, we can control how we respond to them. One of the most powerful tools for managing stress and building resilience is positive thinking. By shifting our mindset, we can change the way we experience life's challenges, enabling us to bounce back stronger and more capable. In this chapter, we will explore the role of positive thinking in stress management and resilience. We'll discuss how cultivating a positive mindset can help you overcome obstacles, reduce stress, and maintain a sense of well-being, no matter what life throws at you. By the end of this chapter, you will have a deeper understanding of how to use positive thinking to build resilience and face life's challenges with confidence and strength. What is positive thinking? Positive thinking isn't about ignoring the difficulties in life or pretending everything is always fine. It's about approaching challenges with a mindset that focuses on opportunities, solutions, and growth. Positive thinking involves maintaining an optimistic outlook, focusing on the positive aspects of situations, and believing in your ability to overcome obstacles. It's also about managing your thoughts and emotions in a way that fosters strength, hope, and determination, even in the face of adversity. Rather than getting bogged down by negative thoughts or feelings of helplessness, positive thinking allows you to see setbacks as temporary and solvable, helping you move forward with resilience and purpose. The link between positive thinking and stress management. Our thoughts and perceptions have a direct impact on how we experience stress. When we think negatively or catastrophize situations, we amplify our stress and anxiety. On the other hand, when we approach challenges with a positive and solution-oriented mindset, we're able to manage stress more effectively and reduce its impact on our health and well-being. Here's how positive thinking helps manage stress. Reduces negative emotions. Negative thinking often leads to emotions like fear, worry, and hopelessness. Positive thinking helps replace these emotions with feelings of hope, confidence, and gratitude, which can reduce the intensity of stress. Improves coping skills. People who think positively tend to cope with stress more effectively. They approach problems with a mindset of finding solutions rather than dwelling on what's going wrong. Increases optimism. Positive thinking fosters optimism, which is a powerful tool for reducing stress. Optimistic people believe that even in tough times things will get better. This belief helps them stay calm, focused, and hopeful during challenges. Enhances problem solving. Positive thinking encourages creativity and flexibility, which are essential for problem solving. When we stay optimistic, we're more likely to explore different solutions, leading to better outcomes in stressful situations. The science behind positive thinking and resilience. Research has shown that cultivating a positive mindset has a measurable impact on physical and mental health, including stress reduction. Studies suggest that positive thinking can help lower cortisol levels, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and even improve immune function. Additionally, positive thinkers tend to have better overall well-being, including higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Positive thinking is also linked to resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Resilient people tend to have an optimistic view of the world and believe in their capacity to handle challenges. This belief in their own strength enables them to recover quickly from setbacks and stay focused on solutions rather than becoming overwhelmed by stress. Here are some of the key ways positive thinking builds resilience. Enhances self-efficacy. Positive thinking strengthens our belief in our ability to handle challenges. This belief in our own competence, known as self-efficacy, helps us stay motivated and take action even when faced with difficult situations. Fosters adaptability. People who think positively are more adaptable. They see change as an opportunity for growth rather than as a threat. This adaptability allows them to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Promotes a growth mindset. Positive thinking encourages a growth mindset, the belief that we can develop our abilities and intelligence through effort and learning. This mindset helps us view failure as a learning experience rather than a defeat, which is essential for building resilience. Strengthens emotional regulation. Positive thinking helps regulate emotions by promoting self-compassion and reducing self-criticism. This emotional balance is crucial for maintaining resilience during stressful times. Techniques for cultivating positive thinking. While positive thinking is an incredibly valuable tool for managing stress and building resilience, it's not always easy to maintain. Negative thoughts and stressors are inevitable, but with practice you can reframe your mindset and build a more positive outlook. Here are some practical techniques to help you cultivate positive thinking. 1. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting your mindset toward positivity. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our attention away from problems and stressors, allowing us to appreciate the good things in our lives. Gratitude helps us see life's challenges from a different perspective, recognizing them as opportunities for growth. How to practice gratitude. Keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Take a moment each morning or evening to reflect on what went well that day and what you appreciate. Share your gratitude with others by expressing thanks for their support, kindness, or presence. Practicing gratitude helps rewire your brain to focus on the positive, which can reduce stress and improve resilience. 2. Challenge. Negative thoughts. Negative thinking often arises automatically in stressful situations. However, by challenging these thoughts, you can reframe them into more positive and realistic perspectives. Instead of assuming the worst, ask yourself whether your thoughts are based on facts or assumptions. How to challenge negative thoughts. Identify the negative thought, for example, "I'll never get through this." Question its validity. Is this thought true? Is there evidence to support it? Reframe the thought with a more positive, solution-oriented perspective. For example, "This is tough, but I've overcome challenges before, and I can do it again." By regularly challenging negative thoughts, you train your mind to focus on what you can control and how you can move forward, rather than getting stuck in negativity. 3. Visualize success. Visualization is a technique used by many successful athletes, performers, and leaders to enhance performance and reduce stress. By visualizing yourself succeeding in a challenging situation, you create a mental image of success, which helps reduce anxiety and boost your confidence. How to practice visualization: close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully navigating a stressful situation. Visualize yourself staying calm, focused, and confident as you handle the challenge. Picture the positive outcome you want to achieve and how good it will feel to overcome the obstacle. Visualization helps create a sense of self-assurance and prepares your mind to face challenges with a positive, resilient attitude. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. The people and environments you surround yourself with can have a significant impact on your mindset. When you spend time with positive, supportive people, their optimism can rub off on you and help you maintain a positive outlook. On the other hand, negative or toxic environments can drain your energy and amplify stress. How to surround yourself with positivity: spend time with people who uplift and support you. Limit exposure to negative news or social media that causes stress or anxiety. Create an environment at home or work that fosters positivity, such as displaying inspirational quotes, keeping a tidy space, or incorporating relaxing elements like plants. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, you reinforce your ability to think positively and reduce stress. 5. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer a friend. When you're facing challenges, it's easy to be harsh on yourself, but self-criticism only adds to stress and lowers resilience. Instead, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your struggles without judgment and offering yourself support and encouragement. How to practice self-compassion: when you make a mistake or face a setback, remind yourself that it's okay to be imperfect. Speak to yourself with kindness, as you would to a loved one. Take time to care for yourself, whether through rest, self-care activities, or seeking support. By practicing self-compassion, you build emotional resilience, reduce stress, and create a more positive relationship with yourself. Real-world example: Alex's positive thinking journey. Alex, a 30-year-old entrepreneur, had always struggled with stress and self-doubt. His business was facing challenges, and he often felt overwhelmed by the pressure to succeed. However, after learning about the power of positive thinking, Alex decided to shift his mindset. He began practicing gratitude daily, focusing on the positive aspects of his business and life. He challenged his negative thoughts, replacing them with more constructive, solution-focused thinking. He also visualized himself overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Over time, Alex noticed a significant change in his attitude. He became more confident, focused, and resilient. Rather than getting bogged down by setbacks, he viewed them as opportunities to learn and grow. Positive thinking had transformed his ability to manage stress and helped him navigate challenges with a sense of calm and determination. Conclusion: the power of positive thinking in building resilience. Positive thinking is not just about being optimistic, it's about cultivating a mindset that empowers you to navigate life's challenges with strength and resilience. By focusing on solutions, embracing self-compassion, and shifting your perspective, you can reduce stress and enhance your ability to bounce back from adversity. Building resilience through positive thinking takes time and practice, but the rewards are well worth the effort. With a positive mindset, you'll be better equipped to handle stress, remain focused during difficult times, and approach life with confidence and hope. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality. Choose to think positively, and you'll create a life that's not only more resilient to stress, but also more fulfilling and balanced. Chapter 11. Stress-reducing hobbies and interests. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in work, responsibilities, and the demands of daily living. But amidst all of this, it's crucial to carve out time for activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and a sense of accomplishment. Engaging in hobbies and interests that reduce stress can provide a much-needed mental and emotional break, helping you recharge and regain balance. In this chapter, we'll explore the benefits of stress-reducing hobbies and interests, discuss a variety of activities that can help alleviate stress, and provide tips on how to incorporate these activities into your routine. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a toolkit of enjoyable activities to support your mental well-being and create more calm in your life. The power of hobbies in stress management. Hobbies are more than just fun ways to pass the time. They are essential for maintaining good mental health and managing stress. When we engage in activities that we enjoy, our brain releases endorphins, which are natural mood-boosting chemicals. This not only improves our mood, but also helps reduce anxiety, stress, and feelings of depression. Additionally, hobbies allow us to take a break from our usual stressors. They give us a chance to disconnect from work, family obligations, and other pressures, providing a mental and emotional reset. Whether it's painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument, hobbies can help us focus on something other than stress and bring a sense of achievement and satisfaction. Here are some of the key benefits of engaging in stress-reducing hobbies. Relaxation. Engaging in enjoyable activities helps activate the relaxation response, reducing the physical effects of stress, such as muscle tension, elevated heart rate, and shallow breathing. Improved focus and clarity. Hobbies provide an opportunity to focus your attention on something other than stress, which can improve your mental clarity and productivity. Sense of accomplishment. Completing a project or mastering a new skill gives you a sense of pride and accomplishment, boosting self-esteem and confidence. Social connection. Some hobbies, such as team sports or group classes, offer opportunities to connect with others, reducing feelings of isolation and fostering social support. The key to reaping these benefits is to choose hobbies that you genuinely enjoy and that provide a sense of relaxation, creativity, or fulfillment. Stress-reducing hobbies and interests to try. There are countless hobbies and interests that can help reduce stress. Here are some popular options, along with the ways they contribute to stress relief. 1. Creative arts, painting, drawing, and crafts. Creative activities like painting, drawing, and crafting provide a form of self-expression and can be incredibly soothing. These activities allow you to focus on the process rather than the outcome, which helps take your mind off of stress. Art encourages mindfulness, helping you stay present in the moment and engage your senses. Benefits: improves focus, promotes mindfulness, boosts self-esteem, encourages self-expression. Try it. Start with simple activities like sketching, coloring, or making a DIY craft. There are plenty of online tutorials and local classes if you want to expand your skills. 2. Gardening. Gardening is a calming hobby that allows you to connect with nature. The act of planting and tending to a garden can help reduce stress and anxiety by providing a soothing, repetitive task that requires focus and patience. Additionally, spending time outdoors in natural surroundings has been shown to have a positive effect on mental health. Benefits: reduces stress, increases mindfulness, promotes physical activity, fosters a connection to nature. Try it. Start with a small indoor garden, or try growing herbs, flowers, or vegetables in your backyard. 3. Playing a musical instrument. Learning or playing a musical instrument is a great way to relieve stress. Music has been shown to lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and elevate mood. Playing an instrument requires concentration, which helps you forget about your stress and focus on the music instead. Benefits: reduces anxiety, improves cognitive function, boosts creativity, increases relaxation. Try it. Start with an instrument you enjoy, such as the piano, guitar, or even the ukulele. You can find beginner tutorials online or take lessons at a local music school. 4. Physical exercise, yoga, walking, running, and dancing. Physical exercise is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress. It helps regulate the release of stress hormones like cortisol and boosts endorphin levels, leading to improved mood and relaxation. Whether it's a gentle yoga session, a brisk walk in nature, or an energetic dance class, physical movement has powerful stress-relieving effects. Benefits: reduces stress hormones, boosts mood, improves physical health, promotes relaxation, increases energy. Try it. Start with a form of exercise that feels enjoyable to you, whether it's yoga, Pilates, running, or even a daily walk. Find a local class or use online workout videos to get started. 5. Journaling and writing. Writing can be a therapeutic outlet for processing thoughts and emotions. Journaling allows you to express yourself freely and release pent-up stress. Reflecting on your day, writing about your challenges, or even composing creative stories can provide a sense of relief and clarity. Benefits: clears your mind, reduces anxiety, improves emotional expression, fosters self-awareness. Try it. Start by journaling for just a few minutes each day. Write about your feelings, experiences, or even create a gratitude list. If you enjoy creative writing, try writing short stories or poetry. 6. Mindfulness practices, meditation and Tai Chi. Mindfulness activities like meditation and Tai Chi help you calm your mind and body. These practices focus on controlled breathing, body awareness, and being present in the moment, which can significantly reduce stress levels. Mindfulness-based practices have been shown to lower cortisol, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall well-being. Benefits: reduces stress, enhances focus, improves emotional balance, promotes relaxation. Try it. Start with a few minutes of meditation each day. There are plenty of apps like Headspace or Calm that provide guided meditation sessions. Tai Chi classes can also be found locally or online. 7. Cooking and baking. For many people, cooking or baking is a creative, satisfying activity that can help reduce stress. The act of preparing a meal or baking something from scratch can be a great way to relax and enjoy the present moment. Additionally, cooking allows you to focus on healthy eating, which can positively impact your overall well-being. Benefits: reduces stress, fosters creativity, improves focus, promotes healthy eating. Try it. Start by experimenting with a new recipe or making your favorite comfort food. If you enjoy baking, try making homemade bread or pastries as a relaxing and rewarding activity. 8. Volunteering or helping others. Helping others can bring a sense of fulfillment and purpose, which can alleviate stress. Volunteering allows you to focus on the well-being of others, creating a sense of community and connection. Engaging in acts of kindness has also been shown to improve mood and reduce anxiety. Benefits: increases feelings of purpose, reduces stress, enhances social connection, boosts mood. Try it. Find a local charity, food bank, or animal shelter where you can volunteer. Even small acts of kindness like helping a neighbor or offering support to a friend can make a big difference. How to make time for hobbies in a busy schedule. In today's busy world, it can feel difficult to find time for hobbies and interests. However, engaging in stress-reducing activities is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. Here are some tips to help you make time for hobbies in your life. Schedule it. Treat your hobbies as appointments by scheduling time for them in your calendar. This ensures that you prioritize them and carve out time in your day. Start small. If you're feeling overwhelmed, start with just 10–15 minutes a day. Even short bursts of creativity or relaxation can have a significant impact on your stress levels. Make it social. Find a group or class that shares your interest. Doing hobbies with others can enhance the experience and provide a sense of community. Use downtime. Take advantage of downtime throughout your day, such as during lunch breaks or in the evenings, to engage in your favorite hobby. Real-world example: Mark's stress-free hobby. Mark, a 45-year-old accountant, was constantly feeling stressed and burnt out from long work hours and family responsibilities. He realized that he needed a way to unwind and disconnect from the demands of his day. After experimenting with different hobbies, he found that playing the guitar helped him relax and recharge. Mark began setting aside time each evening to practice his guitar for 20 minutes. Over time, he noticed that his stress levels decreased, and he felt more present with his family and more energized at work. Playing the guitar not only gave him a break from daily pressures, but also provided him with a sense of accomplishment and joy. Conclusion: embrace hobbies for a stress-free life. Engaging in hobbies and interests that you enjoy is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and improve your well-being. Whether it's through creative expression, physical activity, or helping others, Hobbies provide a valuable escape from the demands of everyday life and help you maintain balance. By making time for stress-reducing hobbies, you're not only reducing stress but also enhancing your overall quality of life. So take a step back, explore your passions, and discover the joy and relaxation that come with engaging in activities that bring you happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 12. Social Support and Stress Management. Stress can feel overwhelming at times, but it doesn't have to be faced alone. One of the most powerful and effective ways to manage stress is by leaning on others, whether friends, family, or even coworkers. Social support is an essential element of stress management, offering emotional, practical, and sometimes even physical resources that can help you navigate life's challenges. In this chapter, we will explore the vital role social support plays in stress management. We'll discuss the different types of social support, the ways in which it helps reduce stress, and how you can build and strengthen your support network to improve your resilience to stress. What is social support? Social support refers to the physical and emotional resources that individuals receive from their social networks. It includes the help, comfort, and encouragement we get from family members, friends, coworkers, and even professional support systems like therapists or support groups. There are several different types of social support, each of which can contribute to stress reduction in different ways. Emotional support. This is the comfort and understanding we receive from others. Emotional support helps us feel heard, validated, and cared for, which can reduce feelings of isolation and anxiety. Informational support. This is the advice, guidance, and information we receive from others that helps us make decisions or solve problems. It can be particularly useful in stressful situations where we may need direction or insights. Instrumental support. This involves the tangible assistance we receive from others, such as financial help, help with tasks or chores, or physical aid during a difficult time. Appraisal support. This refers to the feedback we receive from others that helps us assess and understand our situation, boosting our self-confidence and encouraging a positive outlook. Each type of support provides a unique benefit, and the combined strength of these resources can significantly reduce stress, promote coping, and improve overall well-being. How social support reduces stress. Research has shown that strong social support systems can buffer the negative effects of stress. Here's how social support helps in managing stress. 1. Emotional buffering. When we experience stress, our body activates the fight or flight response, triggering the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Social support acts as a buffer against this response. Talking to a friend or loved one about your stress can help you process your emotions, gain perspective, and feel heard. This emotional release reduces the physiological effects of stress, helping to lower cortisol levels. 2. Increased sense of belonging. Social support helps us feel connected, reducing feelings of isolation. When we have strong social connections, we feel a sense of belonging, which is vital for emotional well-being. Feeling supported by others provides a sense of security and comfort, making it easier to face stressful situations. 3. Enhanced problem solving. Having access to others who can provide guidance and advice makes it easier to solve problems effectively. When you're stressed, having someone to brainstorm with can open up new solutions or ideas you might not have considered on your own. This can make challenges feel more manageable and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. 4. Encouragement and motivation. Supportive friends and family members can provide encouragement during difficult times. Whether you're facing a personal challenge or trying to make positive changes in your life, positive reinforcement from others can motivate you to stay on track and persevere, even when stress feels overwhelming. 5. Physical health benefits. Studies have shown that individuals with strong social networks tend to have lower levels of stress and better overall health. Social support has been linked to better immune function, lower blood pressure, and a reduced risk of chronic illnesses. This physical benefit stems from the emotional and psychological relief that social connections provide, which helps regulate the body's stress response. Types of social support networks. Not all social support networks are the same, and different types of relationships provide different kinds of support. Understanding the different kinds of social support can help you tap into the right resources when needed. 1. Family support. Family is often the first line of defense when it comes to emotional and practical support. Whether it's a spouse, parent, sibling, or extended family member, family members often provide comfort, advice, and a sense of security during stressful times. Family support can also provide practical help, such as childcare or financial assistance. Benefits: emotional comfort, financial assistance, caregiving support, long-term stability. 2. Friendship and peer support. Friends offer unique emotional support because they are often chosen based on shared interests and values. Friends are there to provide a listening ear, share experiences, and offer encouragement. Peer support networks such as coworkers or fellow members of a group or organization can also provide shared understanding and camaraderie. Benefits: emotional understanding, shared experiences, camaraderie, mutual support. 3. Professional support. Therapists, counselors, and support groups offer professional support when dealing with stress. Professionals can provide structured strategies and techniques to manage stress and offer objective insights into your situation. Support groups, where individuals facing similar challenges come together, can offer a sense of belonging and shared experience. Benefits: expert guidance, coping strategies, objective feedback, group support. 4. Online and virtual support. In today's digital age, many people find support through online communities, social media, or virtual support groups. These can be especially valuable for people who feel isolated or have difficulty finding in-person support. Online groups can provide anonymous support, offering comfort and advice from others who understand your situation. Benefits: accessibility, anonymity, shared experiences, global support. How to build and strengthen your social support system. Building a strong social support system takes effort, but it's a worthwhile investment in your emotional and mental health. Here are some practical steps you can take to create and strengthen your support network. 1. Foster strong relationships. Building lasting and meaningful relationships requires time, trust, and effort. Invest time in the people who support you and make an effort to nurture those relationships. Regularly check in with friends and family, make time for quality interactions, and express appreciation for their support. Tip: schedule regular calls or meetups with loved ones, even if it's just for a quick chat. 2. Be open and vulnerable. One of the most important aspects of social support is openness. Share your feelings, concerns, and experiences with the people in your life. Vulnerability helps others understand what you're going through and allows them to offer meaningful support. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need it. Tip: practice being open about your emotions with trusted friends or family, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. 3. Seek professional help when needed. If you're feeling overwhelmed by stress or struggling to cope, don't hesitate to seek professional support. A counselor, therapist, or coach can offer strategies to help you manage stress and provide a safe space to express your feelings. Support groups can also be a great way to find connection and guidance from others going through similar challenges. Tip: research local support groups or online communities that focus on stress management or specific life challenges. 4. Join social groups or activities. Being part of a community or group offers built-in social support. Whether it's a sports team, a book club, a volunteer organization, or a class, joining a group can provide both social interaction and a sense of purpose. Social activities can reduce stress by helping you connect with others who share similar interests. Tip: explore local clubs or online communities that align with your interests, hobbies, or passions. 5. Give support to others. Being a source of support for others can also help you build meaningful connections. When you offer help, advice, or emotional support, you strengthen your own social ties and create a reciprocal relationship. Helping others can boost your own sense of well-being and satisfaction. Tip: look for opportunities to support others in your community or social circles, whether through volunteering or offering a listening ear. Real-world example: Emma's support network. Emma, a 30-year-old graphic designer, was feeling increasingly stressed due to her demanding job and family responsibilities. She often felt isolated and struggled to balance work with personal time. Realizing that she needed more support, Emma made a conscious effort to build a stronger social network. She started reaching out to close friends more regularly, organizing weekend get-togethers to reconnect. Emma also sought professional counseling to help her manage stress more effectively and joined an online support group for working mothers. These efforts provided Emma with emotional comfort, practical advice, and a sense of community. Over time, Emma noticed a significant reduction in her stress levels. She felt more connected, supported, and able to cope with life's challenges, knowing she had a strong network to lean on. Conclusion: social support is a pillar of stress management. Social support is one of the most effective ways to manage stress. By building and nurturing meaningful relationships, seeking professional help when needed, and offering support to others, you can create a network that helps you navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and confidence. Remember, stress is something that can be more easily managed with the support of others. Whether it's emotional, informational, or practical support, social connections provide the resources you need to cope with stress in a healthier and more balanced way. Chapter 13. Techniques for handling stress in real time. Stress is an inevitable part of life, and it often strikes when we least expect it. Whether it's a looming deadline, a difficult conversation, or a sudden challenge, stress can arise in real time, making it difficult to focus and think clearly. In these moments, it's essential to have techniques at your disposal that can help you manage stress on the spot, so you can regain control and respond with a calm and focused mindset. In this chapter, we'll explore a variety of real-time stress management techniques that you can use whenever stress arises. By incorporating these techniques into your daily routine, you'll be better prepared to handle stressful situations with ease, preventing stress from overwhelming you and maintaining your well-being. Why real-time stress management is important. Real-time stress management is crucial because it allows you to prevent stress from building up and spiraling out of control. When stress goes unaddressed, it can affect your ability to think clearly, make decisions, and interact with others in a productive way. Over time, this constant buildup of stress can contribute to burnout, anxiety, and physical health issues. Handling stress in real time enables you to stay focused, make better decisions, and respond thoughtfully to challenges. The key is to be able to recognize stress when it occurs and have a toolkit of techniques to shift your mindset and physiological state quickly. Recognizing stress in real time. Before diving into stress management techniques, it's important to recognize when stress is creeping in. Common physical and emotional signs of stress include physical signs: increased heart rate, shallow breathing, muscle tension, headaches, stomach discomfort, or a dry mouth. Emotional signs: irritability, anxiety, frustration, or a sense of being overwhelmed. Cognitive signs: difficulty concentrating, racing thoughts, memory lapses, or negative self-talk. Behavioral signs: fidgeting, pacing, avoiding tasks, or engaging in unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating or excessive drinking. By tuning into your body and mind, you can identify stress early and take action before it escalates. The sooner you recognize the signs, the easier it is to use the following techniques to regain control. Real-time stress management techniques. Here are several powerful techniques you can use to handle stress in real time, helping you to quickly regain a sense of calm and focus. 1. Deep breathing. One of the simplest and most effective ways to manage stress in real time is through deep breathing. Deep breathing helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and counteracts the fight or flight response triggered by stress. By slowing your breath and focusing on each inhale and exhale, you can calm your body and mind. How to do it? Sit or stand in a comfortable position. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, allowing your belly to expand. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle for a few minutes, focusing on your breath and letting go of any tension in your body. Deep breathing helps lower your heart rate and blood pressure, making it easier to think clearly and respond to stress in a calm and collected manner. 2. Progressive muscle relaxation (PMR). Progressive muscle relaxation (PMR) is a technique where you systematically tense and relax different muscle groups in your body. This helps release physical tension caused by stress and promotes relaxation. PMR can be particularly useful when stress is causing muscle tightness, headaches, or discomfort. How to do it? Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably. Starting with your feet, tense the muscles in your feet for a few seconds, then relax them completely. Move up to your calves, thighs, abdomen, chest, arms, neck, and face, tensing and relaxing each muscle group. Focus on the sensation of relaxation as you release the tension in each muscle group. This technique helps you become more aware of physical tension in your body and teaches you how to release it. By practicing PMR, you can reduce physical symptoms of stress in real time. 3. Mindful observation. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for managing stress, and one of the quickest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful observation. This technique involves focusing on the present moment and observing your surroundings in a non-judgmental way. By engaging your senses and becoming aware of what's happening right now, you can shift your focus away from stressors and ground yourself in the present. How to do it? Pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Choose an object or a few objects in your environment to observe. It could be a plant, a piece of art, or the sky outside. Engage all of your senses. What does the object look like? What colors and shapes do you notice? What textures can you feel or imagine? What sounds do you hear around you? Focus on the details of what you're observing, allowing yourself to fully experience the moment. Mindful observation helps you disconnect from overwhelming thoughts and allows your mind to reset, reducing stress and promoting a calm state of mind. 4. Grounding techniques. Grounding techniques help you connect to the present moment by engaging your senses and physical surroundings. These techniques are particularly useful when you're feeling overwhelmed or disconnected from your body, as they help you feel more centered and in control. How to do it? 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Take a deep breath and focus on the present moment. Look around and identify 5 things you can see. Identify 4 things you can feel: the texture of the chair, the floor beneath your feet, etc. Listen for 3 sounds in your environment. Identify 2 things you can smell. Name 1 thing you can taste or focus on the taste in your mouth. By using all 5 senses, you can quickly shift your focus from stress and anxiety to the present, helping you regain clarity and calm. 5. Visualization. Visualization is a relaxation technique that involves picturing a peaceful scene or imagining a positive outcome. When stress arises, taking a moment to visualize a calm, soothing place can help you reduce tension and promote relaxation. Visualization can also be used to mentally prepare for stressful situations, helping you approach challenges with confidence. How to do it? Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Picture a place that makes you feel calm and at peace, whether it's a beach, a forest, or a favorite spot in nature. Engage all of your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, feel? Visualize yourself in this place, feeling completely relaxed and at ease. Visualization helps create a mental escape from stress, allowing you to temporarily leave the pressure of the moment and return to a place of calm. 6. Reframing negative thoughts. When stress arises, our thoughts often become negative, leading to feelings of anxiety and helplessness. Reframing involves changing the way we interpret a situation by viewing it from a more positive or constructive perspective. This shift in mindset can reduce stress and increase your ability to cope with challenges. How to do it? When you catch yourself thinking negatively, for example, "I can't handle this," or "this is too much," pause and challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this thought realistic? What evidence do I have that supports or contradicts this belief? Reframe the thought in a more positive or neutral way, for example, "This is challenging, but I've handled difficult situations before, and I can do it again." Reframing helps you focus on solutions rather than problems, making it easier to manage stress and stay calm in the moment. 7. Laughing and smiling. Laughter and smiling are simple but powerful tools for reducing stress in real time. When you laugh, your body releases endorphins, which boost your mood and reduce the effects of stress. Even forcing a smile can help trigger positive emotions and shift your mindset. How to do it? Watch a funny video, listen to a comedy podcast, or recall a humorous memory. If nothing immediate comes to mind, Try to smile. Simply turning up the corners of your mouth can have a positive effect on your mood. Laughter and smiling can quickly lower stress and shift your focus, making it easier to handle the challenges of the moment. Real-world example: Sarah's stress management toolbox. Sarah, a 35-year-old project manager, often found herself stressed at work, especially during tight deadlines and high-pressure meetings. To manage her stress in real time, she began practicing a combination of deep breathing and mindful observation. When she felt her stress levels rise, she would take a few minutes to breathe deeply and focus on the sounds and sights around her. She also used the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique to bring her back to the present moment. Over time, Sarah became more adept at handling stress in real time. She felt more calm, focused, and in control, even during stressful situations. These techniques allowed her to reduce her stress levels, improve her performance, and feel more balanced in her day-to-day life. Conclusion: mastering stress in the moment. Real-time stress management is an essential skill for navigating life's challenges. By incorporating techniques like deep breathing, mindful observation, and positive reframing into your routine, you can reduce stress on the spot and regain a sense of calm and clarity. These techniques can help you stay focused, make better decisions, and respond to stress with confidence, ultimately improving your overall resilience and well-being. Remember, the key to managing stress in real time is practice. The more you incorporate these techniques into your daily life, the more natural they will become, allowing you to stay grounded and in control when stress arises. Chapter 14. Maintaining long-term stress reduction. While managing stress in the moment is important, long-term stress reduction is essential for overall well-being. Chronic stress can have serious consequences on both physical and mental health, contributing to conditions like heart disease, depression, anxiety, and sleep disorders. Therefore, cultivating habits that promote long-term stress reduction is key to living a healthy, balanced life. In this chapter, we will explore strategies for maintaining long-term stress reduction. By adopting a holistic approach that addresses your body, mind, and lifestyle, you can create a solid foundation for lasting peace and resilience. We'll cover the importance of routine, healthy habits, and mindset shifts that can help you manage stress over the long haul. The importance of long-term stress reduction. Chronic stress doesn't just affect how we feel on a day-to-day basis, it can also have a lasting impact on our health. When stress becomes a consistent part of our lives, it can lead to burnout, affect our immune system, and interfere with our relationships, work performance, and overall quality of life. Long-term stress reduction is not about eliminating all sources of stress, which is impossible, but about building resilience, improving coping mechanisms, and developing a lifestyle that minimizes the impact of stress. The goal is to create a balanced life where stress is managed effectively, allowing you to thrive rather than simply survive. Building a stress-resilient lifestyle. To manage stress long-term, it's important to create a lifestyle that supports your well-being. This involves adopting habits that help you relax, recharge, and stay healthy, both physically and mentally. Here are some key components of a stress-resilient lifestyle. 1. Establishing healthy routines. Creating a routine that promotes balance is one of the most effective ways to manage stress over the long term. Having a structured day allows you to stay organized, prioritize tasks, and prevent overwhelm. A predictable routine also creates a sense of stability, which can help reduce anxiety and stress. Tips for establishing a stress-reducing routine: set regular sleep patterns, aim for 7 hours of sleep each night, and maintain consistent sleep and wake times. Plan your day. Begin each day with a to-do list or schedule. Prioritize tasks and avoid overloading yourself with commitments. Include breaks. Make sure your routine includes short breaks throughout the day to relax, stretch, and recharge. End the day with relaxation. Practice a calming evening routine such as reading, journaling, or meditation to unwind before bed. By establishing healthy routines that include regular sleep, time for work and rest, and self-care activities, you can create a balanced lifestyle that supports long-term stress reduction. 2. Regular physical activity. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools for reducing chronic stress. Regular physical activity not only improves physical health but also promotes mental well-being by releasing endorphins, reducing cortisol levels, and boosting mood. It's important to choose an exercise routine that is enjoyable and sustainable, so you're more likely to stick with it in the long term. Types of exercise that support stress reduction. Aerobic exercise. Activities like running, cycling, swimming, or dancing help improve cardiovascular health and boost mood. Strength training. Weightlifting or bodyweight exercises help build physical strength and promote confidence. Yoga and Pilates. These low-impact activities combine movement with mindfulness and deep breathing, helping to reduce stress and improve flexibility. Walking. Even a daily walk can be an effective way to clear your mind and reduce stress. The key is to engage in physical activities that you enjoy and can maintain consistently. Regular exercise not only helps manage stress but also builds physical resilience, making it easier to cope with future stressors. 3. Mindfulness and meditation practices. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for reducing long-term stress. Both practices help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to stress with greater clarity and calm. Regular mindfulness practice can help lower cortisol levels, improve emotional regulation, and foster a sense of inner peace. Mindfulness practices for long-term stress reduction. Mindful breathing. Take a few minutes each day to practice deep breathing, focusing on the sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. Guided meditation. Use meditation apps like Headspace or Calm to guide you through mindfulness exercises that promote relaxation and mental clarity. Body scan. Practice body scan meditation to relax each part of your body, focusing on releasing tension and cultivating awareness. Mindful walking. Take a slow walk, paying attention to your surroundings and the sensations of walking as a way to stay present and reduce stress. By incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, you can cultivate a calmer, more centered mind that is better equipped to handle stress. 4. Nutrition for stress management. What you eat has a profound impact on your stress levels. Poor nutrition can increase inflammation, blood sugar fluctuations, and mood swings, all of which contribute to stress. On the other hand, a balanced diet full of nutrient-dense foods can support your body's natural stress response and improve your resilience to stress. Stress-reducing foods, whole grains, oats, quinoa, and brown rice help stabilize blood sugar levels and promote steady energy throughout the day. Leafy greens and vegetables. Dark leafy greens such as spinach and kale are rich in magnesium, which helps regulate the stress response. Lean proteins. Foods like chicken, fish, eggs, and legumes provide the building blocks for neurotransmitters that support mental clarity and focus. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, and flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain health and reduce inflammation. Fruits. Berries, citrus fruits, and bananas are high in antioxidants and vitamin C, which help reduce cortisol levels and support immune function. In addition to eating stress-reducing foods, it's important to stay hydrated and limit caffeine, alcohol, and sugary foods, which can increase stress and interfere with sleep. 5. Cultivating healthy relationships. Strong, supportive relationships are a cornerstone of long-term stress management. Social support not only helps us cope with stress but also provides emotional nourishment that promotes overall well-being. Fostering positive connections with friends, family, and coworkers can create a sense of security and belonging, which is vital for resilience. Ways to cultivate supportive relationships. Communicate openly. Be honest and open with your loved ones about your feelings, needs, and concerns. Make time for connection. Prioritize spending quality time with friends and family, whether it's through social activities, conversations, or shared experiences. Offer support. Be there for others in their times of need. Providing support not only strengthens your relationships but also helps improve your own emotional well-being. Creating a strong support network and investing in meaningful relationships provides a powerful buffer against long-term stress. Mindset shifts for long-term stress reduction. In addition to adopting healthy habits, cultivating a mindset that promotes stress reduction is essential for long-term well-being. How you perceive and respond to stress can determine how much it affects you. By adopting certain mindset shifts, you can build resilience and reduce the impact of stress over time. 1. Adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can develop your abilities, learn from mistakes, and improve over time. When you approach challenges with a growth mindset, you see obstacles as opportunities for learning and development rather than as insurmountable barriers. This mindset reduces stress by helping you focus on solutions and growth rather than feeling stuck or defeated. How to cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. View mistakes as learning experiences, not failures. Focus on effort and progress rather than perfection. 2. Practicing self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when things don't go as planned. Instead of being overly critical or judgmental of yourself, practice speaking to yourself with the same care and compassion you would offer a close friend. How to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your struggles without judgment. Speak to yourself kindly, especially during difficult moments. Give yourself permission to rest and recharge without guilt. Self-compassion helps you manage stress more effectively by reducing negative self-talk and fostering a supportive inner dialogue. Real-world example, Julia's long-term stress management. Julia, a 40-year-old teacher, found herself constantly stressed due to the demands of her job and family life. She realized that she needed to make long-term changes to better manage her stress and improve her well-being. Julia began by establishing a morning routine that included meditation, a healthy breakfast, and a short walk. She also started incorporating more physical activity into her day, whether through yoga or regular workouts. She focused on maintaining a balanced diet and made time for social activities with friends and family. Over time, Julia noticed significant improvements in her stress levels. She felt more energized, focused, and better equipped to handle challenges. The combination of healthy habits, a growth mindset, and social support helped her reduce stress and build resilience for the long term. Conclusion: creating a lasting stress-resilient life. Long-term stress reduction requires a holistic approach that includes healthy routines, regular physical activity, mindfulness practices, good nutrition, and positive relationships. By adopting these habits and cultivating a mindset of resilience, you can manage stress more effectively and create a life that is balanced, fulfilling, and less affected by the pressures of daily living. Remember, managing stress is a journey, not a destination. By consistently incorporating these practices into your routine, you can build a foundation for long-term stress reduction, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with strength, resilience, and peace. Chapter 15. Conclusion: living a balanced life. In a world filled with demands, distractions, and constant change, finding balance can feel like a never-ending struggle. Yet, the pursuit of a balanced life is not only possible but essential for maintaining good health, well-being, and happiness. Through the practices, strategies, and mindset shifts discussed in this book, you now have the tools to reduce stress, enhance resilience, and cultivate a life that aligns with your values, passions, and goals. This final chapter brings everything together, offering a holistic perspective on living a balanced life. It's about integrating the lessons you've learned throughout this book: mindfulness, physical health, emotional well-being, and positive thinking into your daily routine. Achieving balance isn't about perfection, it's about creating harmony in your life by making choices that support your mental, physical, and emotional health. The journey toward balance. Living a balanced life is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's a dynamic process that requires awareness, intention, and flexibility. The stressors and challenges of life will never go away entirely, but by practicing the strategies you've learned, you can handle them with greater ease and clarity. Balance means different things for different people, but at its core, it's about managing the competing demands of life in a way that nurtures your overall well-being. This involves setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and making time for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. It also means embracing imperfection and learning to let go of the pressure to be constantly on or perfect. The key elements of a balanced life. As we reflect on the principles of stress reduction and resilience covered in this book, let's review the key elements that contribute to a balanced, fulfilling life. 1. Physical well-being. Physical health is foundational to living a balanced life. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest are essential for keeping your body in good working order. Your body is your primary resource for managing stress, so taking care of it should be a top priority. Establishing a routine that includes exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep creates a solid foundation for your overall well-being. 2. Emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to and recover from stress and adversity. Cultivating emotional resilience involves developing a positive mindset, practicing self-compassion, and learning to manage difficult emotions effectively. By adopting practices like mindfulness, positive thinking, and emotional regulation techniques, you can enhance your emotional resilience and cope with life's challenges more effectively. 3. Social connections. Strong, supportive relationships are key to reducing stress and maintaining a sense of balance. Social support provides emotional comfort, practical help, and a sense of connection. Investing in your relationships, seeking support when needed, and offering support to others helps create a network of care that enhances your resilience to stress. 4. Mental clarity and focus. Having mental clarity and focus allows you to prioritize what's important and make decisions that align with your values and goals. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, and stress-reducing techniques help you stay present and grounded. By reducing mental clutter, you can approach life with greater clarity, purpose, and calm. 5. Time management and productivity. Effective time management is crucial for maintaining balance. By setting priorities, establishing routines, and making time for rest and relaxation, you can create a structure that supports your well-being. Time management isn't just about getting more done, it's about making time for the things that truly matter, such as self-care, relationships, and personal growth. 6. Purpose and fulfillment. A sense of purpose and fulfillment is an essential part of a balanced life. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, contribute to your personal growth, and align with your values fosters a sense of meaning and satisfaction. Whether it's through your career, hobbies, or relationships, living with purpose helps you stay motivated and focused, even during stressful times. Embracing imperfection and flexibility. While striving for balance is important, it's equally important to embrace the imperfection of life. No one can maintain a perfectly balanced life at all times, and that's okay. Life is unpredictable, and there will be times when stress, unexpected challenges, or shifts in priorities throw you off course. The key is to remain flexible and adaptable. Recognize when you need to adjust your routine, take a break, or ask for support. Remember that balance is a fluid concept. It's about finding harmony in the ebb and flow of life rather than rigidly adhering to a set of rules or expectations. Moving forward, integrating these practices into your life. The techniques and strategies outlined in this book are not one-time fixes. They are lifelong practices that require ongoing commitment and intention. As you continue on your journey toward a balanced life, here are some ways to integrate these practices into your daily routine. 1. Create a daily routine for self-care. Start each day with a self-care ritual that includes practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling. Make time for physical exercise, healthy meals, and relaxation, and aim for consistency in your routine. Regular self-care helps keep stress at bay and promotes overall well-being. 2. Set boundaries and prioritize what matters. Recognize that your time and energy are limited, and practice saying no to things that don't align with your priorities. Set clear boundaries with work, family, and social obligations to ensure that you have time for rest, relaxation, and the activities that bring you joy. 3. Practice gratitude and positive thinking. Cultivate a positive mindset by practicing gratitude daily. Take time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, whether it's big or small. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations and focus on the things that are going well in your life. Gratitude and positive thinking can help shift your perspective and reduce the impact of stress. 4. Connect with supportive people. Make time to nurture your relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. Engage in social activities that bring you joy and provide emotional support. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. 5. Embrace flexibility and patience. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Life is full of ups and downs, and sometimes stress will get the best of you. Practice self-compassion. Adjust your routine when necessary and remember that balance is about progress, not perfection. Real-world example, Emily's balanced life. Emily, a 32-year-old marketing professional, felt like she was constantly juggling work, family, and personal obligations. She often felt overwhelmed and struggled to make time for herself. After reading this book, Emily decided to prioritize self-care and create a balanced routine. She began waking up early each morning to practice yoga and meditate for 15 minutes. She also set boundaries at work by saying no to extra projects that didn't align with her goals. Emily made time for family dinners and started journaling each night to reflect on her day. Over time, she noticed a significant reduction in her stress levels and felt more present and focused in all areas of her life. Emily's experience shows that creating a balanced life is not about eliminating all stress, it's about finding a rhythm that works for you and continuously making choices that support your well-being. Final thoughts: your journey toward balance. Living a balanced life is not a destination but a continuous journey. It requires awareness, commitment, and the willingness to adapt to life's challenges. By incorporating the stress-reducing techniques, mindset shifts, and lifestyle habits discussed in this book, you can create a life that aligns with your values, promotes well-being, and helps you manage stress in a healthy way. Remember that balance is dynamic and fluid. It's about finding harmony between the demands of daily life and your need for rest, relaxation, and personal fulfillment. Embrace the process, practice self-compassion, and give yourself permission to enjoy the journey toward living a more balanced and stress-free life.